Right, break over. Break over. Dogons. Dogons. Your smallest ones among us. Your most beautiful ones among us. Operating though as if they're not small. Recognize that. Recognize that first. That's your dogons, your people. All of us that encompass what we are up to now, whether it be the Dogon, the people, and even go farther, dinosaurs, reptilians, we all go back and start to a start point into our functionalities of where we are now. What stays consistent is the traits. That's why the zodiac signs are so important, because you started realizing and breaking down the different traits as we started breaking down what we're trying to be and who we are and exist. They started making sense to us on analyzing, boom, okay, I'm in this state, boom, boom, this, da, 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 I operate like this, da, 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 da. I corresponded with this lineup in my star system and everything else, okay? They equate the same thing, beautifulness of the equating the cell phone and all that stuff. You're an antenna. Many realize in the scientific theory, you're an antenna. You also beam up in your existence of faith and knowing and power that you already have, and people recognize, because they had to go find it. What is it that makes black folks or the original folks so faithful and pray and know that something exists out there? So those that came after you, they were searching that because that wasn't inherently in them, though it was, because Most High was there with the mustard seed. That's where the mustard seed came in and put that in there, because Most High say, you even going to extend. And in your extension, it's not going to be perfect. You see what I'm talking about? So I still put myself inside, insert myself in there in everything, You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to override and do that to us, right? So it's there. But all we got to do is those who came before and died, make sure it resonates out you. But we lost our way, so it couldn't resonate out us, or in such a way resonate out us. So then those who had it, Most High start touching more and making it resonate with them more, and then it started balancing out. And that made this, that balanced out, that knew it needed it and wanted it and was trying to get it from us, and we wouldn't give it and stuff. So Most High took the power away from us to, boom, you forgot. You forgot, so I'm gonna make this make you remember. And did we not get more faithful? Here we are, join. So now that you know who you supposed to be, it don't matter around you if they got faith and don't, you know better. You see how that work? And that's how we trying to operate now. We know, ain't no question to ask. We don't need a scientist or anything to come out and with a stethoscope and da 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 punch on us. Oh yeah, you guys chosen, or you guys people, or you the first original. You don't need that. It's a faith that exists in you already. That's why you sing and da 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 and celebrate and da, even in your pain, struggle, whatever. You know God exists for us. We might have issues. We're gonna get home, this, that. We're gonna go through them things. Why? It's our learning phase to understand as a mass, God chose y'all. You forgot though. That's it. As a mass. And that's why I say we will not get any better. We can do collectively pouches and things like that. We're doing so great because all across that water is listening. All in the world is listening. Under the world listening. Smart keeps coming on, so we're listening. People are listening. It's not the prescription. If I adhere to a drive by this, it's not nothing to do with that. I got to operate like Sean, or I got to do no. That helps, you know what I'm saying? Because you know that I'm not going to go take myself out of bounds, you know what I'm saying? I'm only going to defend myself. Will I kill a fool? Yeah, just to defend myself, yeah. It's my life, yeah. See what I'm talking about? But go out and look for it and want it and stuff, no. I ain't got a choice like that. But I'll take my time to see what is what, and I'll flux just like, they flux in your angles to want you to get information. I do the same thing, but I do it in a way that kill them with kindness, that I ain't really want to hurt you. Cat Daddy came around me and stuff. We got a good understanding. I don't really want to hurt you, but I'm on my defense. So who are you? You ain't normal in my thing. You know? I'm such and such, and okay, I got you. Right, you like me. I ain't cool. No more issue. You come around and see what I'm talking about? Now, the aliens though. Let's get back to this. I hope it started again. That's good. Yeah, you started up. Watch the episode. You always know who we talking about when you know. Not the spirit, right? We all here. I adhere to my brother, younger brother who's locked up. Somebody tell him, hey, love you, Rashad. He did his job thoroughly. Speak to Nubaru. Speak to Sirius B, places, things like this. It exists because we're talked about it. It's a topic. Is it that? name, da da da. No, it advanced itself to be so many names. But when you see things that resonate and we able to be risk and all this kind of stuff, it resonate. You know, red pill, blue pill. So many people can put this in ways that you see it, all right, understand it, and then when you're looking at it, it's not imaginatory, but it's a realistic, because it's who you walk in so many ways without having such things and not being known, right? So then you go on Tubi and keep watching things like the Ancient Aliens and da da da, and you'll find that they have equated a lot of what those who we consider primitive, but carry the ancient techniques, values, spiritual materials, wisdom, all that, and still carry that, preserve that. That's a preservation. That's a museum. We don't look at that. Each one of us that have that old-fashioned woo-woo-woo, and it's for so many, and it's still going on, that's a museum. That's a living legend museum. Because the old are still working, and they're still necessary in so many ways, and da da da. And if you wipe that out and didn't have that on there, our spirit, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what they contain too, the spirit of that. It is so essence. So now you know that's true, because what happens? Now you're seeing that the stars and so many, you know, just using the commonality of now you know, would go over there across that water and use Oshun, use Orishas, and use da da da, and put it in their videos and da da da, because they understand the energy of the past. Don't matter how you looking at use or bad, or she's a witch, or he's a warlock. Da, da, da. It's power, people. It's power, right? It's your power. It's power. Your power. You can deny or want to deny, accept or not. So that's your willpower too. Same thing. Right? So we don't get mad, folks, that go to growth and use that power and da da da. Just the way we use it. Are we using it against each other? Are we using it in an educational format? Now, when I seen it, and when somebody like Beyonce was using it, I looked at it when I first seen it with the other significant right there, and I looked at it as beauty, because I was like, okay. Sat there for an hour and documenting on it, using the energy and seeing, identifying beautiful art on how they was using the dancing and how she incorporated in her videos and her documentary and stuff like that. That's beautiful, because it brought me to an experience how we still connected in so many ways. But the ignorance comes when we, you know, like I'm learning. They don't get a fair shake. Nobody gets a fair shake that comes out with the truth and brings so much truth. Nobody. Right? Especially if it's mind moving and opening and awakening. You know what I'm saying? So it's so much expected that I would think from us Virgos, and she's a Virgo, the beauty that we able to administer, and that so many people do demonize what she do and how she do it, because she's good at it. She's good at educating you and good at showing you things, and not even with how I do it. Wouldn't expect her to do it like that. She infused somebody who she got. This place beautiful, who can do it like I do it, if not better, and already done it. But they'll demonize that. See how they doing it? And I ain't worried about, I'm not talking about the stuff that we know and don't know, because we all got our baggage. And I ain't here to defend nobody and stuff like that. I'm just bringing truth to power. They're part of the bricklayer. See how we doing? Can't deny. I would not deny those who, any of us. That's why you're not come to be judge and jury. You come to be the equator in the middle. You know what I'm saying? To show a lot of things, that the yin and yang of the purpose of we doing it. You got to fit in sometimes to show you want to educate your people. How you want to educate your people? Because they'd educate their people if they didn't go into them circles and into them industries and into them things. Because they have got to spread the word like I'm showing you right now. But we've been blind to why they were doing it like that, though, because it's a code, right? Now we hear that we can open the code book, because everybody know now, it ain't no secret. Everybody need the code. Everybody need to know, identify with their philosophy, ways, and who they were and who they supposed to be, and working in through who they were before, compared to we've been shut down, blind, and whipped out and scared and traumatized. How do you be strong in that power again? How they showing it? They showing it. We don't like it because we don't like the individuality of personal stuff that we probably hear and stuff. But then we don't know the truth value in that, because we're learning that. Who will stem the truth against us to not get the truth? So that's when the beloved sting like a bee come out, his best half come out and say, hey, you know what? Yeah, we know who killed Malcolm. We know who destroyed truth. Who always destroys truth? Who's trying to destroy truth today? Told you we'll get someone. Who's trying to look around and who's trying to destroy truth today? No, no, no. Look around and look at who's trying to destroy truth today. Face the nation. That's what the talking about, right? Who don't want truth in front of you? Who don't want your videos uploaded, beloved? Many of you going through this. Who running around your house at a 35, 45 speed limit, but they going on 90 and ain't nobody stopping it. Who don't want truth today? Especially using In God We Trust at the pulpit. See how this work? See how this work? Don't come to the pulpit talking that, but I know, like anybody else know, the immense power. Senators and congressmen, immense power. A lot of you don't know that. Why you don't know that? Because you just now understanding politics is more than just politics, bro. Where you lie. Some folks will live like this. Senators and congressmen hold immense power. They can stop and start a lie. They can hide and not show a hand a lot. President don't know. That's why we come to the camp. What he don't know, he can't fix. That's for a lot of you. What a good judge don't know, they can't fix. What a good officer don't know, they can't fix. What a good man in the public don't know, they can't fix. That's how we got to think about in the godly realm. Exactly. Exactly. We got a purpose. It ain't complaining, it's covering. We don't want nobody, somebody going on when Mama Divine, messing with Divine. My Divine say, hey, crosswalker, hey, collective, hey, these folks trying to get woo. Let me put y'all in the ether. Somebody gonna hear this. Back up. We ain't the ones. If it's right, if it ain't fair, Most High gonna protect us. Let's get back to this, aliens. So, get right to it. You watching. And then it's at the end. So you watching through all the alien gonna show you this and da-da-da-da. And then at the end, it just makes sense. Because the deterrence to you is, let me show y'all this. There's been conspiracy for over years and years, and you ain't never believed in. But I'm gonna show y'all this because it make it look like it's the same old repetition stuff. But at the end, I'm gonna tell you where it came from. That's what the movie showed to me, or the documentary, or whatever it was. They say documentaries are recordings of the truth. Okay, so at the end it show you, yeah, we was over here at these tribes and we was watching how they live. And you know how many of y'all pull your daughter's hair back to comb her hair? You pull her hair back. Pull that back. So if you pulling the hair back, right? I don't know if many of y'all act like you can't pull it back so much till you see this, because your daughters will be like, ow, ow, even when the comb hit. Ow, ow, mama, ow. Now, right? So over here, we tender-headed. We tender-headed over here in America. All of us. Don't even trip. You know you tender-headed, and if you think you ain't tender-headed, and you ain't been to one of them African braiders, this is like, yeah, he know. Oh, girl, he know. Yeah, I'd be like, man, the tighter the better. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll be like, then you get home, you're like, really? Your head, you want to knock your head off it? No, yeah. But that's how you know you tender. Your head tender. If it's hurting and your head tender. And I ain't going back to them no more, girl. I ain't going to you. No, it's too tight. Headache. You just went through a bottle of aspirin and stuff. You tender head. All right, so, but they not used to that. Think about that. They not. They trained in that tight. Now I'm gonna show you why. That tight. They don't even know why. Saying something. Everybody gonna learn today. Have some heart. Everybody gonna learn today. Say you ain't the one. What? They say you ain't the one. Well, get one to do it like this then. If I ain't one. They don't even know why today. The ones that's continue to do it and looking like aliens, I'm getting somewhere. They know why, but the ones of us that over there, they just doing it and look colorful and da-da-da, and they ain't got, it ain't way back. Watch this. Okay, so now they pull it back. It was people were already, you think, I think, just because Dr. Who and dude come around and learn how to augment and plastic surgery on them, see, they got to use sutures and, I'm saying something, they got to cut you and because they, the overlap, the over signs of the science that was already there to how to do it, like I'm finna tell you. Pay attention. Pull it back. Pull it back. You want to have Japanese eyes? You want to have, how you want that to be? You want the bones, how you want, pull the hair back. Pull it back. Because you can't pull it back like in one day, did it? So you string it up, cut that right that far. So now it's about right there. So wear that for about a month. How about the baby when it come right out the boom? The baby, the doctors, the midwives or whoever, how you want your baby? They do this right now. They can do this right now. Shape your head. Doctor can. For some reason, when I came in, the doctor said, you need to have a way back. So we're going to let your head stay just like that. We ain't going to, Yaku, I don't know. So, doc, shape your head. Now, back then, they knew how to use equipment and stuff to shape the head. Right off back. So you looking at the Anak on the boards and all that stuff and humans with they wearing them things and this cone and stuff like that. They were shaping heads. It was a process. They were shaping head. Now, you seeing the alien? Are you seeing the construction of the alien? The continuing construction of it? Because that's not the original alien, but something came among it that looked like that. Now you do, because watch this. You watch Alien, the movie, actual Alien, and now this is understanding the head thing, why that alien looked like Alien fighting Predator and all them, and head. You course, yeah. They seen this stuff, yeah. And it had more dynamics, Anaki, whatever it was, had more advanced and stuff, because God made it that like, who else gonna come down here and create what I want down here? Intelligence, most highs. So go look at that now. Now discover them. That's what's important to you. Then they put colors on it to add to it. Why you got all these things on around my neck? Olive oil. Olive oil was not over in Africa, bro. She's so many centuries this way. Why she got a long neck and everybody? And Papa got these big wrists. They put stuff on, augmentate the body. They know how to, the body is a ship. Beautify the ship, insinuate the ship. Put some lotion on your skin. Why? Put the lotion on your skin. Why? I'm trying to wear it. He couldn't tell her though that. He couldn't tell that beloved that though. Because if he would have told her he's trying to wear her skin, then she wouldn't have put the lotion on. She would have like, what? She didn't put the lotion on anyway, right? She tried to get away. But you know what I'm saying? Because he wanted that soft skin. So they extend their necks and stuff, and it's jewelry and da-da-da. Today it's fashion, but it's also an endearing positioning because it's ranking that. You can extend your neck and all that. Most High done gave you some superpowers there, girl. Huh? I'm saying something. Because you thinking that art won't kill you. Yeah. Yeah. It can. Done it the wrong way, doing the wrong thing, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not adhering to the process, things like that. Yeah. Because it's a form of discipline within the system of the village. Yeah. The more artful you are in that, and the more better you are with your companion and stuff like that, knowing the process of the energy that you are building. Yeah. Welcome to alienation. Or part of alienation. Now those that, what has happened is those that brought this recipe, pay attention, that looked like that got formulated in that moment. As they going through the process, it was looking alienation to those who's coming now. Because you wasn't part of that process. You're not the dealing them effects. But what you came from did. So you understand that. But it's an alien to you. Don't that make sense? That's all. It's just distant from you. So it's alien to you. So the discovery should come from who? Those that know. Welcome to alienation. It should come from those that know. See how it works? See how all this combining? Yeah. So it's not that you expert at knowing it and that you identify, understand, okay, yeah, boom, boom, and once you look at the visuals and and you sit within yourself, it don't come to conspiracy and all that stuff because it's in you. Everything's in you first. Everything. You've been here long enough. It's in you first. Everything else outside is just for you to review. Do you remember? That's why it's like this. It's encompassed on the individual to remember. And then it's encompassed on those who do remember to awaken their individuals. That's the whole point of Looper too. Movie Looper. Don't worry about it. Once you watch the movie, you understand. So I'm talking about? Everybody got a mission. Some mission is to come initially, like Q said, she was not lying, to come and enjoy the initial being a human and being And then the reason why you have a watch and seer, why do you have it? Because it's the construct of Most High to ensure that every human being who does have a mission, have a proper mission, won't have a destructive mission, you don't come in and you just die. And there's some folks that do that because they only needed a little bit of reason to come in. Sure, there is a reason why a baby come in and then the baby leaves. It's a process of why, learning why. Why did that baby not exist? The baby, like she said, could have been a baby to somebody once before, but it was an abusive baby. Was a baby that was abused. See what I'm talking about? And so they didn't get it, the baby didn't get a chance to fulfill being a baby, a toddler and stuff like that. So then, and this is just one, I'm just going off Most High give me. There's just one episode is that when we look at theory of why death is like this and that, the baby goes to the baby stage, then goes to the toddler and then passes away. Because it made it all through, you see what I'm saying? That spirit didn't fulfill a good feeling of being a baby or toddler. It was abused, and then it came up off of the abuse or came to awakening and livelihood of being what it's supposed to be, even in through the abuse and so we say black sheep or that, but it made it through. The rest of the life, it was because it escaped the abuse, it didn't become abusive, didn't come negative, didn't let it shine, but it still had that lingering effect of, you see what I'm talking about, what it didn't get to fulfill in a pure, honest way. So now it comes. The mother and daddy so loving to it. It wasn't the mother and daddy that killed it. It's just the illness and that. But why? It was the baby was only supposed to feel being a baby for somebody else. Because we all, see what I'm talking about? We all use each other for our fulfillment or negative karma, whatever we're gonna do or whatever. See what I'm talking about? Because we all, it's either gonna be a big bad thing, good thing, yin yang. And we ain't never gonna have it good. Don't have a bad side, east side. It's always gonna come in. There's always a bad or a negative to it. Nobody escapes that. Let's think that way. Nobody escapes karma. Nobody escapes that you're gonna have a negative situation. No, nobody escapes that. No, y'all something. You know what I'm saying? It's just you determine the measure is gonna be big or small. Is what I'm going through gonna be big or small? That's it. So my understanding is that when it comes through, you fulfill. You had a loving family. Your family loved you, and you know your family loved you because you came in disabled or whatever, and give up on you, blah. So not only, and then the baby passes. This is for those the baby passes, and it's like the family being they misery and come because we invested so much in this baby and disabled and well, that was what you were supposed to do because you probably didn't do that. You probably was a family or a couple that didn't do that last time. This time, I made it even more traumatic, your lifetime reincarnate, whatever. And that's what it is, reincarnate, because you're still on this. You still got to fulfill how you went through this, right? So because you didn't fulfill that, This time you showed me, most I say, you all in, you believe on it. That baby is that important. That you didn't sit there and worry about how much this gonna cost or that gonna cost because my child going through this. You bit that bullet and carried that baby. Because the last time you didn't even care about the baby. Like I wanted you to. You see what I'm getting at? Makes sense, right? And then knowing 9 times out of 10, the beloveds that go through that process and they lose their baby, but the next time the second chance, they understand it's inherited, and they want to have a baby again because wasn't nothing wrong with Tommy, wasn't nothing wrong with little Elise, not little, you know what I'm saying? They know better, you know what I'm saying? They know right. And a beautiful baby come in that they all beautiful, but got the arms length, no disability, and they run with it. 9 times 10, folks that go through that, as that, have more babies because they know how important they like. You know what I'm saying? And went through the most with the disabled baby and have the woo, where that when they have you don't want to say normal, but a baby they can do for themselves and that's easy. Let have some fun because we know how beautiful it is. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah. In accordance, and then some in accordance with the artistic baby and stuff, knowing the flavor, you watch it's endearing beautiful when the babies can be raised after so period of time with their alternative taken care of, and you got to take care of them in such a special way, but they're being raised along with those that can assist to take care of and can see the beauty of, okay, my brother and sister, my brother, artistic brother, or my disabled brother or sister is not fully functional for me. Think how educational that is when it's done like it is, just in that natural. Just think about it. Think about it. Just you creating an individual responsibility of a lifetime right there. Because them young folks grow up, we know this, you hear me. Them young folks grow up and see, think of the amount of people I'm gonna deal with that my brother or sister's in, condition they in. And it might not just be physical, it could be mental, could be, see what I'm talking about? Loss of job, this or that. These are the type of people you need in society. These are the pillars that we build when they are part of the family, assisting with mom and dad, their artistic brother and sister, not looking at them like a job or a problem. Welcome to psychology, the real kind. The kind that don't sit up there and judge or throw stones. The kind that takes time to be aware of people and their uniqueness and differences and things like that. The kind that applauds the duties that, I know I could get paid for the stuff I know and the writer counseling? You bet I do. But if I do, then I close myself down to so many that need it and they can't pay for it. They can't, if it's not like this, and it'll continue to be better and more open, but it stammers the growth of what Most High wants out of us. So many, you know what I'm saying? So, and then knowing I inspire so many that they did their job. I aim at that. I aim for the elders, the old heads, the old fashioned that sit back and enjoy it for what it is. Thoroughly entertained, thoroughly pleased. Sometimes rub your wrong way with some of that say it to that, but that's the spark too that keeps you alive and say, oh man. Because believe it or not, a little bit of anger and a little frustration, and keep that little pumping, because especially for those, they know, because they know how to control it, how to aim it, how to put, I ain't like Sean say. Shit, I see Ari be out there in Vegas. Like, I can't believe he said he'll go out walking, get some sun and stuff. I don't think that's how he is. We come back the next day, because we'll have something better. We ain't aiming to frustrate and kill us and da-da-da, but just resonate these bodies and antennas again so that, the performance of all of us keeps doing this. Ain't got nothing to do with do better, man. Daily. Way of life, man. For sure. So, bringing it back to the, skinny on the jeans. Not saying, no, whatever. I had a pair. Ain't nothing like that. I got a pair in there now. Ain't nice ones, some black ones with the little thing. Washed them, and it's like, he shrunk 2 sizes on purpose on them. All right, you just be museum design. Good on the wheel, you know what I'm saying, when I get to it. But just the importance, some can't, because, you're endowed to be the pinnacle that you're supposed to be in your obelisk Some of y'all gonna catch that. Your bliss state of mind of the purpose with the 13, you the 13, or the 11, or the 12. State of mind, but you really the 9, because we fell that hard. That's why I say 9 being. But when we encompass and we all in the mass start rising and we all start flying and stuff like that, then the numbers will start raising up, because you actually equating to the 22. 22s don't really know what they sit on, earth to gold, because you see the egg effect, and the chicken and the rooster wanting to get the egg, and why they stay there for so long. So the 22s don't really grasp why is we going up towards them in the elevation ascension, and then we start talking about you flying and wings and this come out, because it's real. They just can't give it to you, because it's us that's gonna have to open their eyes to how, and we doing that, putting them on that understanding of pedestal. We much so aware of who you are. It translated, elevated. When Sting Like a Bee assistance comes out that held that up, secured it, and did the shakedown, get a guidance. I know why Sting Like a Bee was stinging. I'm saying something. I mean, the bee told the rules of the game. You ain't got one. We'll assist in a minute in so many manners till you get one. You see what I'm talking about? And be good to us, be understanding to us, respectful to us, always. I don't know nothing else. I was raised by the proper tutu. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Took from me, whatever. I care less. I know my mom, was thinking about selfish sometimes. She's supposed to, because it was hard raising me. So anything she got off of me and all of that is gifted to her in my ways and stuff like that. Family too, whatever. Because I'm here to be a person. Because if it was done anywhere else, I wouldn't be here. The things and effects would have got storm and all that kind of stuff. So I adhere to, but that doesn't mean that I sit out and be like, yeah, this is what I want to go through and how I want to go through. No. But being and able to tone it like this resonates what I'm missing and what's needed. Maybe not what I want exactly, but what's needed. And the tutus out there understand it and know that. So very aware, and that's all I worry about. Don't worry about the low. I can listen to the white noise and all that stuff, all right? So you don't have to worry yourself. Get the rest, I understand that. Hard, because rest is so many things. This is rest. When I don't have to, my mind flip, hold all what you're talking about, hold it on your chest, make it angry, make it fester inside, make you dis-ease inside. You see what I'm saying? When you hold information that you want to get out, vent out, put out, it's necessary, and you don't do it as a spiritual tone, as a person that works in the Most High, and you know it's going to be helpful. Everybody knows everything I talk about is helpful in some ways. Touch your mind, body, soul, your command center, everything. If it don't, I'm not doing it. It's not gonna be done. I don't fluff. I don't blow up, smoke up people's, right? We are who we are. That's what we operate as a sample. So we keep coming. Thank you so much to so many. Talk about the fasting real quick. Very well, very good. It's working out. Light. It's the same normal things that if you many of y'all been through fasting and stuff like that. Expect, just move slow. Just move slow as you slow, because you're slowing down. What does fasting inherit? Fasting inherits that you're not replenishing, not filling up the body, not putting in, right? So what does that mean? So if you're not putting in, like the beloved say, say, slow down, get some rest. Purposeful. Why? Because you're not putting the amount of fuel that you usually do to exert some of the energy there. So you have to slow down. Done that. Less little outer work. Yoga, meditation, stretching, light lifting and stuff like that, right? No running, or walking anywhere, stuff like that. Understanding that. Doing that would need me to put fuel back in me to not disturb the natural understanding of fasting, because it's natural. You want to make it natural. That's why you do it in layers. I don't. Example, fasting. Beautiful beloved said it. 5 days of water, a little this and that. Next day, watermelon, Another days, 5 days of dry, if you can. But consult your doctor and stuff like that. Very important. But the intention of fasting is not to bring yourself to dizziness and all that. Because some people compare that to them. If I'm lightheaded and I'm doing that and I did it and I'm going through that, hey, I'm fasting. But yeah, but too detrimental. You don't want it. Once you hear you fasting. The stomach you didn't got the command center, did you? And that's a continuous. You fasting. Stomach, yay. Hey. Watch this. Hey, what's the gas prices? Well, no, electric. So it's electric. So my stomach ain't, you see, everybody's stomach gonna be different because some people, the gas pump, because they not advance and elevate. So the gas pump is, I'm not saying that go get an electric car and then, I can't tell y'all that. I'm just saying I ain't been in no gas pump. I ain't been at the electric pump for a while either. So I can, so the stomach, like, why are we not eating? Is what I'm telling you. What's the issue? And I don't want to confuse the stomach. You know, the economy ain't got nothing to do with it, beloved. Economy, all right. We're going through some things, you know, necessary. You know what I'm saying? You bring this to issue, then it makes people look for things of what it is. People talking about grow your food and all that. Is that instrumental? Yeah. We need so much because the barter gonna come back and stuff like that. When the aims of the fiat and all that thing change in the digital and stuff, and it be a confusion in it, because everybody ain't gonna be able to do it at one time, this or that. But what you don't want to be worried about is, do you have to barter for things that we can grow and make ourselves and stuff like that, if you can sustain yourself. That was the whole point of the beautiful Jazz and Teacher and stuff coming on with their beautiful family showcasing that. You know, I'm gonna start, yeah, we got you. As soon as I get in my position, most definitely. That's gonna be one of the first things. As I grow within the position, grow around me and stuff like that, yeah, most definitely. Sharpen it, us also seeking out among each other. There are beautiful places and things like that already got farmer markets, fresh food and stuff like that. Investing, infusing in that is perfectly one of my aims when, you know what I'm saying, ensure that farmer markets, farm food and stuff like that, folks to bring it to the cities and used to that, but infusing it so that operational mode of transportation, and not just around there, just the wealthy, because then everybody can have a place to bring their fruit, if they vegetables and stuff like that, anything, all kinds of things, homemade stuff, all that. You know, the markets, you know, watch this. This is why you can close off, but not close off too, because we inside our own self, if we was to close off, we still have that. Bazaars. Everybody understand what a bazaar is? Raise your hand if you know what a bazaar is. If you don't know what a bazaar is, put your hand down. That was crazy, huh? But you ain't pew, we skewed. So a bazaar. Everybody don't go because some ain't been out the U.S. Some ain't been out to Chinatown, and all the sorts of towns that we have in our ethnicities and stuff. So bazaar. Beautiful when you go over to the preserves of how our Arab, Mid-Eastern, all our beautiful ones out there do it, and still keep that ancient fabric, bazaars, fabrics, incense, fruit, anything. A bazaar is, you walk down, you see everything. Everything. Spices from China, spices from here, Syria, spices from Japan, dude, shawls, silk, satin silk, cotton, this, that, whoa, American wool, whoa, everything. How y'all get all this? Everybody good. Bizarre. So that is what watch this. You know what you call? Some of them folks, y'all know I still go to the swap, mate. Huh? I still entertain the flea market. Huh? my church and our church is still combined up so we can bring the clothes, cooking and all that together and all that stuff so we can influence those godly ones. Come on, we can take care of ourselves. That's what the bazaars are going to be about. And helping us in accordance within the neighborhoods. We had that. Y'all know we did. Harlem, they was talking about Harlem the other day. Big on that. You can go down Harlem, New York. Your big state. New York do a lot. They keep that like that. You can go down in the marketplaces and stuff and you got all that, right? But now it's the healthiness. This is the reason why you're cleaning up the streets. This is the reason why you're cleaning up the volume in the streets and the animosity and all that stuff, dying down, the gang banging and all that stuff. Why? This is so beautiful. You want to sustain and take care of yourself. You understand what the whole concept of why those who did build Wall Street and those who did build Wall Street and all these places, right, and things like that, what the intentions was. A governance are built inside one that's already governance outside one that supports it. When that governs inside one, that's why it's a way of life. Your governance is a way of life within your community. It should be. And viable so you can spread out and help each other out. What does that do? It takes this is what the president's talking about. Needs so many of us to stand up in the community, because some things the government can't just take care of. And if it tries to take care of, it's gonna outdo itself. It doesn't work in that operation as effective. So when it's able to trickle down and make other governance up under it effective, infuse it, and it becomes effective, it can sustain itself and take care of itself. We had agencies, you know it's true, because we had, now it's NGOs and stuff like that, but we use them across the water and da-da-da. That's whole stuff before it done that, and we taking care of everybody else. It was taken care of down here. I know it's because you boomers, we raised off of it. YMCA, rec, what? Shake your head. YMCA, boys club, da-da-da. And you could go and get a meal there and all that stuff. You knew you was going, if you missed a meal at boy. I know I'm telling the truth, because I was in $1 million dang in urban neighborhood and that was happening. So it was more infused back then in the low income now, and we, see what I'm talking about? Shake your head, say yeah, you ain't lying. And the reason why it was sustainable, because the community paid in. That's what majority of your taxes went to. It didn't go all the way up. It went, some did woo-woo accolades. So it's us. It go back to the position of us. Knowing that mindset compared to this mindset, can we do the same thing? You bet you can. That's how you bring the middle class back, because that's who's going to infuse it and make it. The middle class. That's who sustains it. That's who wants to sustain it. The middle class. The retired one who don't care about chasing the money up here and off of the money, but care about, there's a system agency implanted here, and I'm a wealth of knowledge of retired career so I'm a pastor. I've been in the military watching this, because I got this off 48 hours. So how does a pastor know, and he's got such a background because he's doing into the community that wants to continue shooting up, that wants to continue to shoot up and bang and stuff, but he's trying his best within that community to have a bowl, a freedom bowl, break the violence bowl, and at the bowl is shooting and and he's the one that has to bear witness that, yeah, I'm trying to do my best, but this boy shooting this boy, you know what I'm saying? But who is the one, the pillar in that pit? He been in that past, been 30 years. Police officer been in there 30 years, 40 years, and they trying to, social worker been there 30 years, and they the pinnacle of holding that, just like across the street. It's veterans, coaching. Thank you, Most High. Moms and dads, coaching. Majority of them retired because they got the energy to. While the others, watch it, don't it make sense? Working. Others, boom, finishing up their career, getting their career started, But who's over here when it come over? And it's not to say the others ain't. Got a lot of veterans and a lot of active duty. More active duty, like inside and playing basketball with them, You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they used to do. It just makes sense to me. When I came in, intramural basketball, football, that's big on us in that military. Y'all wouldn't know that. We love competition. Why? Because some of us, we trying to make the NBA. The NBA, I'm sorry it was too short. I'm sorry I couldn't dunk. I couldn't kick them goals, but I still could kick and play and As we go in and play that intramural, we be tearing each other up. We good. Mindset, we good. We getting in shape and all that. So why not come over here and coach the kids and and act like we coaches like y'all that been through it and made it big and because we did on our level. I got trophies. I got this and that. So why not feel like I'm an expert to come over here and help? It's us. Just infuse an injection. You ain't got to. But if you want, see it's been happening. But we get more people to jump on and do it. Shoot, I did it. My process. gay too, you know what I'm saying? Loved it. Loved it. Put on who I am and different concept of why you help children and stuff like that. Better concept of why I gotta get out here. Cause I got so close to them, had artistic babies and everything else. And we did so beautiful with them. We make them feel, you matter, yo. I don't care what it look like. I don't care if I gotta get out here and be out here, cry with you and do with you. I'm gonna ensure that you matter. You know you matter. Not what other people think. Cause everybody looking at, why he I'll give about them kids like that. They don't win no games. They ain't hitting home runs. They ain't going no championship. But watch how this go. Watch how this. Watch it. I leave you with this. We had that team. Artistic, this, that. Bad New Bears almost, right? Yeah, y'all ain't. But boy, we started winning a couple of them last couple of games, and people looking at our journey and seeing how them kids loving it, wow. We didn't feel like no winner. Watch. This one showed it. Two of the coaches' show was made to feel like we was winning. Watch it. Hey, season over. Let me show God good. Hey, you think your son can come pitch on my team in this championship we finna go out here in West Texas? Huh? Man, you know we like oh, you know we over here 3-12. You know we 3-12 record, right? Yeah, but we send your son one of the premier. He out pitching, no hitters, da. Yeah, we yeah. You think he can? Well, yes he can. And yes, me and coach will go. And yes, me and coach did go. And yes, our players showed out along with the other ones. And because me and coach went, because we was actually losing. I'm just being honest. So hot down there in West Texas, I said, oh my God. These kids out here working in that heat that I know. West Texas. West Texas, know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Texas, all Texas ain't got that. I'll choke you out heat. Them kids got over there and them coming in there. The coaches. I say the devil is a lie. I know this heat. Black out. We was down 10-3, 4, Coach D. Sean got off that bench outside. Coach, let's get some water. Everybody needed water. But them West Coast, where we had to go play and all that, them championship team, they all lollipop and Skittles and all that stuff. I'm like, they play in this. They live in this. We coming to their place. Y'all over here, you don't know this heat. 120. Check it. Yep, they know. Everybody drinks. Our audience is. Come on, y'all. And it wasn't like, come on, y'all. It was like, come on, y'all. It's time to go. That cat. Come. And I'm like, no. I drove too far. 3 hours and a half. And we just gonna, no. We're gonna put our bit. No. Almost won. 1 point. Lost by 1 point. But it was fitting because we all learned. They learned themselves. Once you get yourself in there again, you'll know. Hey, let go. That's it. I ain't trying to big me up, but just showing you how God good. God is good for everything. All right? So, and to give you a little journey on how I am. I'm that one. Underdog, all that stuff. I love being an underdog. That's why this game right here that y'all play so well with it. Woo! Because I'm going to show you. Like playing it, but are we the underdog? No, man. If you ever notice, after every in situation, institute, whatever, David, Goliath, all that crap and all that stuff, the myths and all that stuff, the people those that come out top at the end and successful, whatever, it don't be a lot of them. It be the small few that had to fight against it. Think about that. So we be talking about 144. We talking about 144, good league. 144, it's not the such thing as that's going to be left or that's the idealism people. No, it's going to take about 144, no less than 144 to change this world. See how they do? It's always a small number. Smaller number, again, why wouldn't you think that it just takes a small little bit for Most High to do? It don't take a whole lot. But 144 down here in the flesh for us to lead for. And y'all know it because you come and you lead and you being your own leader and you being your own power structure. And we combine it. Love to the outer realm, love to the inner realm. We keep doing it for the balance. 3 up, 3 down. Keep loving yourself. Keep being patient. And we keep it like this. We keep slowing it down. We keep slowing it down. We slow it down because we know what passes by and speed and all that, and passes by stuff. That's the frustration and anger. So we keep. It helps see now why slowing it down helps. So each of us gonna. Yep, they're ignorant. Yep, there's problem. Easily. See what I'm talking about? Easily. 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 There's purpose in everything I do. That was for you to snap out of it who's in that zone. Love you. Highest on.